Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Miami. On the return, Lynn Bowden. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here we go. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing Jones. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this, because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Jones throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now Lawrence to throw. Forced out to his left. To the right and complete to Galladay. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Desmond King making the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Bowden now to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a play fake here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action, Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. He gets this one to Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is McCaffrey. And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. This is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's Etienne. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
They go play action with Lawrence. They'll get this off to Etienne. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Etienne with it. A first down and more. Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 36, Jones flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On play action, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing deep for Galladay. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
101 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now Lawrence on first down. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Shifts by him, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Jones. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. A handoff running left is Etienne. A first down and more, Etienne. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 130 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Now he's flushed out left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A handoff for Etienne. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second and 8. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On third down, here's Etienne. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll make it second down. Off the play fake, Jones. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 10 at the 41.
From the 41, Jones. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to face a third down.
That's a gain of 6.
Back to throw again. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Throwing Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off inside the 5. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Let's go. 10-2 start. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Dolphins. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. Oh, a good move. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He'll get that underneath ETN. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll go again with ETN. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 152 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to ETN. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he stopped immediately there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Boyd. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Jones throwing on first down, escaping the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And, oh, he coughed it up. And the Jags grab it. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 157 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Four yards remain for 2nd down. Etienne once more. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Third and 2, now Lawrence. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another tote for ETN. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Lawrence. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Jones. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bennett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Jones. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they will take a knee here. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Jaguars, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.